Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. Let me adjust this a little bit. This is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. This is the new moon in Pisces for, I got my little list right here. Scorpio. Okay, this new moon is Scorpio. That's for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And during this Pisces new moon, so we got Pisces new moon, we're in Pisces season, and also Mercury's retrograde in Pisces. So this is a lot of emotion, a lot of water. And check out the weekly, because it's based on Mercury retrograde. So check that out, redo, revise. But with this Pisces, the water, we should have heightened intuition. People are being maybe a little emotional. But this is a very perceptive time. And this is also a good time to heal. So Scorp, during this new moon revitalization time, what is the message for you? What do I see here? Well, actually, I think it's kind of interesting. At first, I was like, what? And then I was like, what? And so let's just get into it, okay? The first card we have is Seven of Water. Now, Scorpio, you are water. Now, all the Scorpios I know, and I know this might be general because the few that I know, they could go deep. You understand? They could go, like you see this guy dropping his pebbles? They could go deeper than what you can see. If you look at this, these are the levels. These are like I don't know if you can really see it in the thing, like how the water changes colors. It's like 7 layers, it's 7 chakras. But he's dropping his dreams into the water here. Now, is it a dream or is it a fantasy? That's what needs some clarification here. Or is it easy to say, what if this? Or if I only did this, what if? Maybe I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So instead of wishing, this is encouraging you to take action. In order to see things manifest, you got to do the work. You can't dream and wish about it. Because even if you're dropping this in, there's steps you have to take. Are you willing to take the steps? So the question here is, is it a wish or a want? However, whatever it is that you are hoping for, without doing the proper work, because with this water, I really believe this is more like fantasy may be safer than reality. So, Alegba is the messenger. Alegba is associated with Mercury. We have Mercury retrograde right now, and this is in reverse. So you're not getting the messages, you're not getting the communications that you want at this time. So, did you articulate what you want, or is it just some like dream or illusion that it's like, I wish I had $1 million. But if you had $1 million, which is interesting, and you got this 4 of Earth, if you're spending all your money, giving up your resources and not taking care of yourself, it's just a wish. Right here, this is about protect yourself. Protect your resources. And this is a 4, so this is really a time to rest. What I think is interesting too, this time of rest, which is good with the Mercury retrograde Pisces season. This gives you time to really think about your thoughts and go back to that weekly reading and think about what it is you really want. What is it that you really want to change? Redo, revise, revisit, rethink. What is it that you would like to take place in your life? See, but with this card right here, you're being encouraged to take care of yourself. This is about self-protection. This is also, you know, think about it. This is not being selfish. If you have a friend and they need some money, but you know you got to pay your rent, your electric bill, and you give them the money, that's a secure base. You're not going to be on a secure base. You're being foolish. That's that dream. That's the illusion. If I do this, they'll love me or whatever. Yeah, you know, it just don't happen like that. You still got to take care of yourself. Do you. And that's not being selfish. So this is encouraging you to protect yourself. So if you can daydream. So maybe this is a little bit of daydreaming at this time. And, you know, maybe you're revisiting some of the things that maybe you thought about, because the legba is communication. What have you communicated? What have you done? So maybe you're revisiting that. So you're encouraged maybe to daydream a little bit, or get one of those money trees, those bamboo trees, and cultivate it. Put it in, keep it in your home, and that will help promote abundance. I mean, you know, protect yourself. Like, even still, like if you're a caretaker, if you're taking care of someone and all you're doing is taking care of them and you're not taking care of yourself, next thing you're going to be is in a hospital because you're trying to be all things to all people, and you can't. You have to take care of yourself. So what I see here, actually, whatever it is that you're wishing for, what I see is you have a lot, and maybe you just need to have a little more gratitude for what you have. That's like, because you wouldn't be able to stand on all fours if you didn't have a foundation. And that's why the chakra card, and I usually don't read these in reverse, but this came up reverse, and Spirit was guiding me not to turn it up. So I didn't. So this is a reverse. This, you know, the chakra itself, the root chakra, is your energy source, okay? This is like building your foundation. But actually, this card shows you a new way to bring your dreams into fruition. So, are you dreaming? So I think this is in reverse, because maybe you're not appreciating what you have for some, or maybe you're giving away too much. And so this is a time to reevaluate what it is that your hopes, wishes, and dreams, and to be able to know the difference between a dream, an illusion, a fantasy, and what's really tangible. Because this is in reverse, because you have a foundation that maybe you're not really tapping into, or that you don't want to see because you're looking too far into the future. So, to stay in this Four of Pentacles, or to protect yourself and maintain what you have, I encourage you, you know, the physical exercise, you know, a lot of root vegetables, making sure you're getting proper sleep, which is good at this Pisces season, and this new moon, and this retrograde. This is all about rethink, revise, recharge, reevaluate. What I see here, I got the tree. Yeah, no, I love the tree. Now, this came up for someone else. Wisdom. Wisdom and progress develop without rest, like a tree springing upward from its roots into the earth. Anything, maybe that's why you should get that bamboo tree. And taking care of it and nurturing that, it doesn't really require a lot of you. You don't really have to give it any money. You just have to give it some water and some sunlight. And nurturing, it's just getting back to basics with self-nurture. Because to even grow from where you're at, you have to nurture yourself. You have to look at that weekly for the Mercury retrograde. Because I really think there's something that you want and you're not getting the communications, and we know Mercury retrograde, blah, all that stuff. But at the same time, I maybe it's like you say, I want $1 million. But being practical, what is it that you really want? Do you just really want to secure your home, secure your foundation? I mean, bring it down to reality a little bit. I'm not saying if you can find a way to make $1 million and be happy, I want that for you. But I'm talking about being practical. Interesting, it says follow your bliss, right? Navigating by the stars, right? Follow your bliss. This is about trusting your gut and have faith in a higher power that's directing your life. This is telling you to believe, have faith, allow your life decisions to be dictated by what opens your heart and by what brings you joy. So this is encouraging you to relax, be patient, and follow your bliss. And maybe that's really what's happening here. The question goes back to, you wish for something, but what are you basing your decisions on? Let's say this is a relationship. Maybe this is for someone. You want that girl, but really, is she good for you? Is she someone that's just going to be draining your money? Now, is that what you want, or you want someone that's going to replenish you and give you life? Reciprocity. So I see there's something in your life that maybe you're not looking at. But this is encouraging you to be directed by opening your heart. And also during this Pisces, because Pisces is illusion. Maybe you don't want to look at the truth of a situation, and maybe you just need to. And we have this air guardian, perception. Now this came up in a couple readings already, and I really starting to wonder, it kind of makes sense during this Pisces time. Like I said, we have a lot of Pisces energy, a lot of that water, a lot of our intuition, and we're all getting little messages and little peeps of perceptions or downloads, however you articulate that. We're all getting a little something that maybe we should be listening to. So this is air. This is like an air angel that's sending you messages here. And what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? And what's going on in your mind? This is to help you overcome any thoughts that may come back to haunt you from the past, and to see the world more clearly. They're guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and your greatness. Fantasy, illusion, reality, foundation. You have a foundation to build on. So it's like, get out of your head, stop dreaming, and bring it down to practicality, and do that work and protect yourself and tap into your own wisdom. Because the thing I know about Scorpios, every Scorpio I know personally, that I've come in contact with and have conversation, they are a wealth of information, and they're very, very intuitive. They can tap into the invisible. And with this Pisces new moon, Pisces season, Mercury retrograde, if you're going back deep, and maybe this to some degree for some, this is not really casting your dream. This is like, oh God, what is the term? This is like going back through all your emotions and seeing why, or asking yourself why or how come. But I encourage you, if you're taking an emotional evaluation of yourself, do it with a lot of wisdom and a lot of self-love. Because really, that's the best. The best lessons are the lessons experienced. People can tell you stuff, you can read stuff, but some things must be experienced. So, casting your dreams, what, you know, if you want to dream, I mean, how much work do you want to do? I think that's really the question. But look at that weekly for the Mercury retrograde. So Pisces, this Pisces new moon for Scorpio, all this water. Scorpio, I encourage you to protect yourself right now. You need to protect yourself and reevaluate your own foundation before you sprout forward. And get that tree, nurture that tree. That's like that encouragement to cultivate the abundance that you want. Because you have a foundation that maybe you're not even tapping into, or maybe you're so too busy dreaming you're not able to take a look at yourself and see where you're at, see how far you have come. You can look out and see. You can also see, like it says, protect yourself. You should know if some people are feeder fish, because they're the ones, if they need some money and you say, I don't have it right now because I got to pay my rent, they're not going to say something to hurt you or make you feel bad or make you feel guilty. I'm just saying. Scorp, it's all about you during this season. Hey, treat yourself to a massage, or, you know, go get a pedicure or something. I don't care if you're male or female. And that's going back to that foundation, that rooted. And Pisces rules the feet. So, you know, maybe just go get yourself a pedicure, male or female. Sit with your feet in that water and just be grateful for what you have. So I also see there's some gratitude that should be in here. So just be grateful for where you're at. Okay? Scorpio, like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a message down below and give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.